have a fussy bug, a fussy bug, a fussy bug. Mama's got a fussy bug. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I say welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little bit about my life. Yeah? What else you guys say? You want to tell everybody something? Yeah. But yeah, so let's get started. Sorry about the background. It's the door. But Kane's room where I usually film is a mess, so we're in here today. We're in Mommy's room. We're in Mommy's room. Hi, bud. This is going to be a short video, but I kind of wanted to share with you guys a little bit about my life before I got pregnant and then what was going on when I did get pregnant. So for starters, I am the oldest of 6 kids, so I have 5 younger siblings, and they all love you so much. So much. I'm not going to share a whole lot about my family because it's complicated and I don't know what they're comfortable with on the internet, so I'm not going to be talking about that very much. But yeah, I have a very big family. I had been a ballerina all my life, and I actually went to an all-girls private school for the first 2 years of high school. So you're probably thinking, how the heck did she get pregnant? Like, she didn't even know any boys. But after those first 2 years, I wasn't a huge fan of the school, so I left. Then I was homeschooled for the first half of my junior year, and that obviously did not work out. So I went to a new school for the second half of that year, and yes. And I met my boyfriend now, Carter, and we fell in love and all that fun stuff. And the summer before I started my senior year of high school, I got a stick with 2 lines on it and a plus sign, which meant that you were a thing. You were. I was terrified, obviously. I told Carter as soon as I found out, and I told my parents about a month after that, which, by the way, I do not recommend waiting that long because it eats you up and you just need to tell somebody. Like, it's hard. But there's a whole nother video and all that, so I'm not going to get into that, and I will link that video down below. So when I found out, I knew I had 3 options: adoption, abortion, and keeping my baby. But I believe that abortion is murder. Yeah. See, he didn't want that idea. Oh no, but... And adoption breaks my heart. So I kept my baby. I kept you because I love you. And obviously not everybody's in the situation where they can keep their baby, and sometimes adoption is the option for you. And that's perfectly fine. I just think it's so awful that the media puts all this pressure on teen girls not to have a baby. And honestly, that pushes so many girls to choose abortion before their friends find out. They can't bear the thought of their families and their friends finding out that they got pregnant, and they choose abortion. Honestly, I was terrified of what my parents and my friends would think. I was so scared. But once I told my parents, I thought my parents were gonna disown me, but once I told them, they were so helpful. And if you are stuck with an unplanned pregnancy, I encourage you to talk to somebody. Just talk to someone before choosing something that you might regret one day. There's this ad, or this slogan I've seen so many places, and it says that young girls are supposed to be changing the world, not changing diapers. But honestly, that is... I cannot believe that the media does that. Like, you're the strongest person. You keeping a baby and changing its diaper is changing the world. You brought a new life into this world, and who knows? You might have the next Einstein or Da Vinci or Michelangelo. Like, you might have a world changer right here. And you won't know that until you find out. Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to go get pregnant right now if they're young or if they're a teenager. No way, that's not what I'm saying. You should really focus on finishing school and finding the man that you love and getting married and buying a house and getting the career that you want, because with a baby, it does make it a lot harder to do all those things. All the money you make is gonna go towards medical bills. Trust me. And school's gonna slow down because obviously you have to take time to take care of your baby. But having a baby young is not the end of the world, and I just want to use my story to kind of just encourage other young parents to think about keeping their baby. I encourage you to choose to love this new life. It's a tiny little human that you're in charge of, and you get to take care of now, and you get to love and you get to let him chew all over your stuff. I know that kind of turned into a rant instead of just my story, but those are a couple things I just kind of wanted to get out onto my channel. So yeah, I was 17 and about to start my senior year of high school and pregnant and terrified. Yeah. But I knew that for me, keeping my baby was the right choice. And my parents and my boyfriend were 100% supportive. They were shocked, but supportive. And yeah, so I got my GED instead of doing my senior year of high school, and I started college that year. So I'm done with my first year of college now, which is a year ahead of what I would have been, because you motivate me. Yeah. And that summer I also started working to save up money. I put it all into a savings to use towards Caden, and a lot of it went towards medical. Whoa! Sorry, he rolled over into the camera. A lot of it went towards medical bills and baby stuff. That's where most of it's going right now, actually, but working really helped. Yeah, that's kind of how I prepared for Caden. I started school and I started working, and I was so busy doing those things, and I honestly don't think I had enough time for myself until the end when I stopped working so much, but I'm really glad that I did those things. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and like I said, I know it turned into a rant, but I hope it was not too controversial, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Say bye-bye!